What's going on, everybody? It's Retro Handhelds 24. I had a lot of stuff to do today, so I didn't really get time to test much games. I thought I was going to be able to put out a video earlier. Unfortunately, I was not. But I did get one game working with the time that I had. And also, I'm going to go over the whole fast forward thing setting, because there is something else that you need to make sure you have on. And I'll show that off later in the video. First, I'm going to show off one of the games I got working on the RPCS3 emulator. So as you can see, I have like all these games, right? So someone asked for Dead or Alive 5. I have the ultimate version, and then I have the regular version. So the regular version runs like trash. Not sure if I can get that working fully. It is supposed to be played at a 60 frames, and I get it about 30, and then I try everything in the book to get it to go faster. I even have a new driver. It's a new version of the Turn-Up Adreno 25.1 Mr. Purple driver, so it's the latest version. I'm still testing that out. I was going to test it on Switch, but I figured I could probably use it on here because you can get the Mr. Purple drivers working. You just can't load the game with that driver. You have to change it in-game to a Mr. Purple driver, and then it will register. But if you try to load the game up, it'll crash. It's too powerful. But we won't be needing that right now for this game, and I'll go over more information regarding that. Before I go over that, though, I know I'm just dragging here. So, here's the thing. I want to show you that setting we went over earlier today. Just really quick. So you go to video and you scroll all the way down, right? And you go to the resolution scale right here. So I have it set to 100 because I was messing around, but for this temporary thing right now, I'm just gonna put it at 70. Okay, and then I'm gonna load up Turok, and I'll show you what the deal is, because this isn't like a graphical issue that should be addressed with strict rendering mode. I'm gonna load it up, and then I'm gonna pause it too, but I'll show you right when we get back how to fix it. Alright, I'm gonna zoom in too because it's like far away. Alright. So this is one of those games that is definitely going to need an optimized, a next upgrade in the emulator, because I tried everything in my power in the last, 30 minutes to get this to work fully, but I can't. Alright. So you see these green lines, right? Huge graphical issue. But you could kind of see where the guy's going. And you see how fast the response time is, so it's kind of working. The situation is because the resolution scale is set to lower than 100, it causes graphical issues on a decent amount of games, from what I'm finding out. However, when you change the resolution scale to 100, I think it forces the system to go to 1080p. I'm not exactly sure on that. Don't quote me on that. I think it does, but I'm not exactly sure because it's different on the PC version versus the Android version. But it's similar because it's, based off that emulator. So I set it to 100. And we're going to resume game. And then look, as you can see, everything works. And this is, you don't need strict rendering mode on. You don't need all those other settings. I mean, you can add them if you like. You can see the sky. You can see like the details on the rocks. I don't even know what the resolution is on this. Hold on. Okay, it's at 1080p. So it's 100% of 1080p. So we're so close to getting this game fully optimized. It still needs a lot of work. Like, as you can see, there's a huge delay with audio, and I tried everything to get it to run. And then also, it's not a stable 30. It's all over the place to mid 20s. So this game is not yet fully playable. And I tried a bunch of drivers, even Mr. Purple. I tried like all these other crazy settings. I got it to work like this with getting rid of the green lines. And let's see, it'll cause it to, the game is just too much sometimes. It'll cause it to crash. So, and then I was playing Dead or Alive 5. And in the beginning of that game, it's the same type deal. Because when I boot the game up, I do it in like the default settings. The resolution scale is 70. I want everything to just load for one time, and then I'll play with the settings to adjust it to my liking just to make sure it works. But Dead or Alive had the same issue, so I changed it to 100, and boom, it got rid of everything. The performance was the same, so it's just not playable. I could show it off for you guys because I know you want to see. Dead or Alive 5 Ultimate needs more work, but this should just work. Again, let me close it out just in case. It's not playable, but someone did request this, so I am going to show it off. Whatever's going on in this game, it's just going to require a better version of the emulator. Because there's all these settings, and I went through like a list of things with the core, a list of things with like Vulkan, tried OpenGL, and there's a way to access OpenGL. I was talking to one of the people that were commenting on the video I posted earlier, and they finally told me it's like you just have to go back when you enter a game through Vulkan, just go back and then change it to OpenGL. You could get better performance, or at least better visuals. Performance may drop. But you know, I wasn't having any luck. So this game looks great, right? Ooh, we're 60, yeah. But then when we go to play, things start not working correctly. Let's go fight versus. You're about to see why. If it even loads. Oh, it's trying to. Okay, sure. I'm gonna get my butt whooped big time. And then on top of that, it's gonna be like slow-mo. Because we're at 60, but you see that average? It's gonna drop, see, drop to 30. And you think you could play this way, but you can't. Nope. Yep. And then, as I'm getting my butt whooped, we'll go here, right? And then we'll go to, this is just an easy one. I'm not going to go through everything that I did. And it's not even 1080p. We'll go to the lowest resolution, right? This game, it still looks great, even at that low resolution. See, something's going on where it's like saying, F you, you're not going to drop the res on me. I can't even get one hit in. The response time is so slow. And you see me press the button, right? This is punch. I can't get one kick, maybe. It's unplayable. Does it work? Sort of. Will it work in the future? Most likely. So I'm not going to get rid of it. Still whooping my butt. But yeah, I did want to show that off because someone did ask. It's not playable yet. I would just hold off for now, but get ready because I'm not going to get rid of them. Again, these will work in the future. It's just a matter of time before the emulator gets optimized. And again, it's not even going to be this. It's going to be something else. It's going to be RPCS3. So look out for that. I got these games. Or Dead Rising, this one, they're not installed yet. I have to go through all that. I'll do that tomorrow. Like I said, I didn't have time. But I did get Gundam Warriors. This was a small game. And I was able to get it to do like the whole loading process or installing. So we can play this one. And this one is going to be those max settings where it's like 1080p, 100% resolution. And from what I tested for like the 2 minutes, it was a clean 60. So this game you could take full advantage of. I never played it. Let's do it. But it looks clean and it's pretty cool because, you know, I think Gundam's cool. I don't know about Dynasty Warriors if, you know, if that's the kind of Gundam game you want to play, but... Start mission. Let's do it. Sorry, I'm just tired. I shouldn't be doing this so late.
Operation Odessa is a go.
See,
Let's hit Makube's mining facility with all we've got.
hold on, because with the in-game settings, sometimes you can change stuff and it'll work, and then other times it won't work. Because that's supposed to be full screen, and since I had it such a low resolution, it didn't fill it out, even when I changed it. So let's do it again. This thing is so finicky. It was so much easier with Switch. Like, emulating that was just a piece of cake compared to this. This is like so much tinkering. And you could get the games real easy. That's no problem. It's, I mean, come on. It's how many years? Who cares, right? But to get them to work through this half-baked emulator is like really difficult sometimes. All right, that's more like it.
Let's do it.
Yeah. There you go. See how the screen's bigger too?
Let's do it.
See how it fills it up too? Now it's true 1080p. Let me look how clean that looks.
So the Federation idiots have run out of patience. Don't they realize
Okay.
the first one to lose? Gun cannon hitting out.
I don't know why like they're just standing around. Start slicing people. What are you doing? So again, this is an older game that's easier to run, so you can take full advantage of the settings.
You've got to break through the enemy line. Fight your way through that field of mobile suits.
Do I have any other moves? Okay. Does that cost? Yeah. Alright, it's kind of fun, you know, just kind of repetitive. But you know me. Let's see how much fun we can have, right? Because that's what we're here for. So we're going to go to core. Scroll all the way down. We're going to clock it up to 200. Now, I haven't tested this out on this game, so again, if it crashes, I apologize, but maybe it won't. Oop. Zoom. Okay. Now it's playing at 60, but you can see I'm moving much faster. It's like almost like I'm running, even though I was running before. So let's see if we can go higher. And then I'm going to show another feature when you do the clock scale. You need to have one of the settings I said to turn on. You definitely do need it to be on, because it's trying all kinds of things to get Dead or Alive working right. And when I was playing the Turok, I noticed something too, as well as Outrun. Let's go back. Okay. This game actually might be locked because I don't see any difference. So this may not work for this game. Unless... Sorry guys, I should have been more prepared, but like I said, I was busy. Let's turn that off. Again, most games are locked. Nothing you can do about it. It doesn't matter, this runs at 60 frames, I'm cool with it.
The enemy defense commander is appeared.
Oh, there goes my growls again, they're barking.
It's as good as ours.
I mean, this may not be the coolest Gundam game, right? Because it's a Dynasty Warriors game that's 60 frames, but it feels really slow. I mean, it looks great. Looks fantastic. But, I mean, come on. We're playing Asia Calamity, and that was on 400%. I was moving all over the place. Look at this. It's an old game, and it's going so slow. Whee! I'm gonna see if I can get some DBZ games too. Those are always fun. Oh, just killing people left and right. Oh. How much of that do I get? Infinite? Maybe I should just play it like that. So how do you... I wonder how you map the controls, because it just picks them up automatically, which is cool, but I would like to map something to the back button, especially that like charge button. What is this? What is that, X? Oh, no, it's, yeah, X. So I would map it to the back to do that. Alright, this game works. I mean, I don't know how much more I can play because it's kind of boring. And again, I got other games to test, but I didn't install them. I just tried to get Dead or Alive working because someone did ask for that game earlier, and I told them I would do it. But yeah, I think it looks great. Is it a great game? Maybe not. But it looks clean, and it's running at full speed, true resolution. Unfortunately, we can't do the hack. Alright. So that'll be that for that. And then let's grab the Retro Pocket 5. Alright, just because I have it set up. We're not going to do Wolverine, but I am going to show you Outrun. Alright, so I showed that hack thing off before with the screen. We're going to do what I was doing earlier with the clock speeds. So right now I have it at 200, so it's twice as fast, right? The frames per second, if we're getting 30 or higher, just imagine, just double it, okay? So if it's like 40 or something, it's 80. And then, because what happens, because, you know, you can't track the frames per second, and the shaders and everything, there is a way around that. I don't know why you would want to take advantage of this specific thing here, but you need to have force high precision C buffer. I'm going to leave it on, and then I'll try to show the part where the game will crash because we're just going too fast. But when that's on the Retroid Pocket 5, mind you, the weakest of the week of the handhelds I've been showing off, it runs smooth. You can continuously play the game. So, and this is at, I can't get out of it right now, but this is at 1080p. So I have that screen trick on, right? But I also have the clock speed at 200. Before I just did the screen trick and it would run faster, but it would crash. And now that I forced it to run twice as fast on top of the screen, as you can see, now right now it's going to say 120, but it's not going to stay at 120. It's going to drop dramatically, but the game is going to run twice as fast.
F50. Automatic transmission. Outrun mode. Flash whip.
Get ready.
So just remember, if we're in the 40s, we're going higher than 60. At 1080p too. It's really hard to control. Again, I don't know if you would want to play this way, but it is still a lot of fun. Just crazy. Oh, we went the wrong way. Okay. Well, there's going to be like a flock of birds that fly over, and it's right there. That's the part where it slows down and it'll start crashing. But since we have that one setting on, the game will continue running. Right here, game would crash every time. But now we can keep playing. I mean, do you want to play this way? I don't know. Even I don't. I should have like put it 125 or something, but just to show the point. And then drift. Nope. Too fast. Can't even stay on the street. Here, let's try using the D-pad. Maybe that's easier. Nope. I don't know if I'm gonna make it to the checkpoint. Okay. So I didn't make it to the checkpoint, but you gotta keep in mind. See how fast it goes. We're doing two hacks on this. We're one saying that the screen is putting out 120 even though it goes up to 60 to make sure the screen can keep up, which does kind of do the hack. But then we're forcing the game to run twice as fast with this setting enabled as well to make sure that, like I said before, shaders and everything, the way around that is you have to make sure that this setting's on. I mean, you guys can figure it out with what game you want to play that way. Racing games obviously would be the best. You know, because you could just go faster. And strict rendering mode, you can keep that on too. I mean, if you have graphical issues, it's gonna like automatically just make everything clearer and better. It will like drop frames, but depending on the game, it's as long as it's not too big, it, like you just saw, this game can handle it just fine and it makes everything look better. But the more important one is you need to have force high precision Z buffer on. When that's on, like when those birds cross over, that's when the game would slow down and then it would just crash because couldn't keep up with like moving that fast. But when that's on, you can keep going. I would play Wolverine, but you know, that game is not going to run great on here. It does run better now that I have those settings, and he does move faster, but it's not worth it. We've showed that off so many times anyways. But yeah, take full advantage of that. If you find a racing game that works, let me know, and then apply those settings and see how much faster you can go. And also, you don't have to do 200. You could do like 125, 150. You can make it like you could play around with it to whatever you like. We did get Wolverine at 3 times fast on the portal, so keep that in mind. That's more of a bigger game, I would say, but not too intense compared to other games. They're all over the place with sizes and everything with the PlayStation 3. So always keep that in mind. But with that, as long as you have those settings on, at least the buffer one, the Z buffer, and you have it running twice as fast or 3 times as fast, you won't run into the crashing problem with shaders and whatnot when you move to a new section. I'm going to do more testing, but I don't know what I'm going to apply that setting to, because like you saw with Gundam, it's locked. It only works with games that are unlocked. And Wolverine I thought was locked, but it wasn't. Apparently, you saw we could go faster, and we did the same settings with Gundam locked. So it's a bummer, but it is what it is. I'm gonna try to look and make a list for you guys to see if I can find out. Well, I'm gonna work on an Excel sheet to see what games are playable, what will boot right away, what you could take advantage of with like speed and like driver wise, which one works most stable. Probably revision 1, honestly. The turnip driver is okay, the Mr. Purple, but I haven't seen it do better than the revision 1. I will test it out on Switch and see what we can do with it. I know I do follow, or I'm subscribed to T-Red Retro, and he posted a video about it, and it looks pretty stable on the games he tested it on. But, you know, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to see like how stable it is when we push it past 30 frames a second. Like, obviously try to get higher and see if that's more stable on the other drivers that I've been testing in the past, especially with the Evo versus the Portal, because it's got a higher refresh rate. But yeah, stay tuned. Sorry for the late one, but again, you guys have a great rest of your weekend. Take care.